I stood, chair scraping, and slammed Grandma's trust on the table. "You lied," I said, voice steel, exposing my father's theft of my $500,000 inheritance. For years, I paid $80,000 to keep my brother afloat, only to be branded selfish by the man who hid my legacy. I'm an accountant, unseen by family, but that night, truth tore through their lies. This isn't just a story, it's my fight to reclaim what's mine. Stick around to see how secrets unraveled and justice hit hard. Drop a comment. Where are you watching from? What time is it? Hit subscribe to catch more raw stories of triumph. The shock of what I uncovered will keep you glued. My family's betrayal ran deep, but the truth runs deeper. You won't believe what came next. "You're always selfish, Emma. Nathan needs that money, and you just hoard it." My father's voice booms, his fist slamming the dinner table in his Seattle home. I'm Emma Carter, 42, a Portland accountant, standing rigid. My fist clenched so tight, my knuckles bleach white. Rage chokes my throat, not from his words, but from the truth I've buried. I've poured over $80,000 of my own savings into my brother Nathan's rent and debts for 7 years. And he calls me selfish. I was 18 when Grandma Margaret died, leaving a $500,000 trust fund to be split between Nathan and me. Dad, Robert, swore he'd manage it until we were ready. Ready meant Nathan. He got wads of cash for sports cars, Vegas trips, and startups that crashed. I got scraps, working night shifts at a greasy cafe to cover college tuition. "Nathan needs support." "You're fine, Emma," Dad said, his eyes sliding past me. Fine? I clawed through accounting school, built a career, while Nathan partied away Grandma's money like it was his birthright. Tonight, Dad called us to dinner to drop his bomb. "The trust fund goes to Nathan. He needs a fresh start." Nathan lounges across the table, smirking like he's won the lottery. Mom, Linda, stares at her untouched salad, silent as a ghost. My chair screeches as I stand, the sound slicing the air. "I've paid Nathan's rent for 7 years," I snap, voice low, steady, but burning. $80,000, and you call me selfish." The room goes dead. Nathan's smirk falters. He fidgets with his napkin, avoiding my glare. Dad points, his voice ice. "Sit down, Emma. Stop whining." Mom whispers, "Please, Emma, don't." I don't sit. My heels hit the hardwood, each step a hammer blow as I storm out. "You don't know me," I hurl back, door slamming behind me. My pulse pounds as I slide into my car, Seattle's city lights blurring. I've been the invisible daughter, bankrolling Nathan's life. His rent, his debts, his shiny truck, while Dad praises his potential, and Mom begs me to keep the peace. I've skipped my dreams, a house, a future, to prop up a brother who never says thanks. And now, Dad wants to hand him my half of the trust? My jaw locks tight. A memory flickers, a note from Grandma found years ago in Mom's attic. "Emma, my hope." It's a spark, a hint Dad's hiding more than favoritism. I grip the wheel, knuckles aching. Whatever he's buried, I'll dig it up. I'm Emma Carter, 42, driving back to Portland. My hands locked on the wheel, knuckles white. Dad's words, "You're always selfish, Emma," stab like knives, each syllable a fresh wound. I've poured $80,000 into Nathan's life. Rent, debts, his shiny truck, while he smirks, and Dad praises his potential. My jaw clenches, teeth grinding. I'm not selfish. I'm invisible. The Seattle skyline fades in my rear view, but the dinner table scene replays. Nathan's smug grin, Mom's bowed head, Dad's fist slamming the table. I've sacrificed my dreams, a house, a future, for a brother who never says thanks, and a family who sees me as a bank, not a daughter. Back in my cramped apartment, I collapse onto the couch, pulse hammering. I grab a notebook, my pen slashing paper as I write a letter I'll never send to Grandma Margaret. "I'll make you proud," I scrawl, hand shaking. "I won't let them break me." The words are a vow, my anchor in the storm. I've built a career in accounting, climbed to senior manager through late nights and grit. Yet Dad's accusation burns. Selfish? I've skipped vacations, worked overtime, and watched my savings bleed to keep Nathan afloat. Mom's voice haunts me. Keep the peace, Emma. Peace? It's cost me everything. My fingers trace the notebook's edge, my resolve hardening. I'm done swallowing their lies. I pace the room, heart pounding, replaying every dollar I sent Nathan. $5,000 for his rent when he lost his job. $10,000 for his debts after another failed startup. $3,000 for that truck he needed. Each transfer was a cut to my dream of a house, a life. My chest tightens, fury mixing with shame. Why did I keep giving? To prove I'm enough? To win Dad's approval? I slam the notebook shut, the sound sharp in the silence. Mom's silence at dinner cuts deeper than Dad's words. She never defends me, just whispers, "Don't upset your father." I'm her daughter, not her peacekeeper. My fists ball, nails digging into palms. I'm tired of being their doormat. A memory flashes. A box in Mom's attic, Grandma's things, a photo, a note. Emma, my hope. It's a faint pulse of light in the dark. Did Grandma see something in me that Dad never did? I dig through my desk, pulling out old emails, bank statements, and anything tied to the trust fund. My eyes burn, scanning numbers that don't add up, Nathan's payouts, my scraps. My phone buzzes. A text from Mom. "Emma, call me. We need to talk." I toss it aside, heart racing. She'll just beg me to apologize, to keep propping up Nathan. No more. I grab my phone again, thumb hovering over Sarah's number. My lawyer friend, blunt and fearless, might be my only ally. "You're not their ATM," she told me once. She's right. I need answers, not guilt trips. I stand, spine straight, and shove the notebook into a drawer. Grandma's note nags at me. A clue to something bigger. Dad's hiding more than favoritism. My pulse quickens. A spark of defiance igniting. I've spent years proving my worth through sacrifice. Now I'll prove it by fighting back. I dial Sarah, my voice steady. "I need your help," I say. The words feel like a vow, a step toward truth. Whatever Dad's buried, I'll drag it into the light. I'm Emma Carter, 42, standing in Mom's Seattle attic, dust stinging my nose, heart pounding like a drum. It's been a week since Dad's dinner table betrayal, calling me selfish while I've bankrolled Nathan's life with $80,000 of my savings. His words burn. Nathan needs the trust fund. "You're fine, Emma." Fine? I'm gutted. My dreams of a house are buried under Nathan's debts. My unsent letter to Grandma Margaret sits heavy in my mind, a vow to fight back. Now I'm here, rifling through Mom's clutter for answers. That note, "Emma, my hope," I found years ago nags at me. Grandma saw something in me. Dad's hiding it. I pry open a cardboard box, Grandma's name scrawled on the side. My fingers shake, sifting through old photos, her pearl earrings, a faded scarf. Then at the bottom, an envelope, yellowed, sealed. My pulse spikes. I tear it open, revealing a single sheet. Grandma's handwriting crisp. "Emma, my hope. You're the one I trust." My breath catches. It's not just a note. It hints at the trust fund, at a plan Dad never mentioned. "You're meant for more," it reads. "Don't let them take it." Take what? My share? My future? My hands tremble, clutching the paper. Dad swore he'd manage the $500,000 trust for both Nathan and me. But Nathan got thousands while I scraped by. This note screams betrayal. Footsteps creak on the attic stairs. Mom's voice cuts through. "Emma, what are you doing?" Her eyes narrow, hands on her hips. I shove the note into my pocket, heart racing. "Just cleaning," I say, voice steady but tight. She frowns, stepping closer. "You've been strange since dinner. Don't stir trouble." Trouble? She's the one who stayed silent while Dad handed Nathan my inheritance. "Just organizing," I repeat, brushing past her. Her gaze burns my back as I descend, the note a hot coal against my thigh. She knows something, I'm sure of it. Back in Portland, I pace my apartment, the note spread on my kitchen table. Grandma's words loop in my head. Don't let them take it. Take what? The trust? My worth? I grab my laptop, fingers flying over keys, pulling up old emails from Dad about the trust fund. Vague replies, no details. $10,000 here, $20,000 there. All for Nathan's businesses. My jaw clenches. I've paid his rent, his debts, while Dad funneled Grandma's money to him. My phone buzzes. Mom again. Call me, Emma. We need to fix this. Fix what? Her silence? I toss the phone, fury rising. She's still protecting Nathan, not me. I dial Sarah, my lawyer friend, voice sharp. I found something, I say, reading Grandma's note aloud. She's silent, then. That's a lead, Emma. Trusts have records. Dig deeper. Her words ignite me. I pull bank statements, my eyes scanning numbers. Nathan's payouts dwarf mine. My savings, gutted for him, stare back in black and white. $80,000 gone. My chest tightens, but not with pain, with purpose. Grandma's note isn't just a memory, it's a weapon. Dad's hiding more than favoritism. Why did Grandma single me out? What did she want me to have? I grab a pen, scribbling questions. Why did Dad control the trust? What's in the full document? My pulse hammers as I recall Mom's attic. Other boxes unopened. There's more up there, maybe the trust itself, or another letter. My fingers grip the note, Grandma's words a lifeline. You're the one I trust. I'm not invisible anymore. I text Sarah. I'm going back to Mom's. There's a safe. She replies instantly. Be careful. Call me after. My heart races, a mix of fear and fire. Dad's built a lie, and I'm tearing it down. Grandma's truth is waiting, and I'm coming for it. I'm standing outside Sarah's Portland apartment, my suitcase dragging behind me, heart pounding like a war drum. Grandma's note, Emma, my hope, burns in my pocket. A week after Dad's betrayal at the Seattle dinner table, calling me selfish while I funneled $80,000 into Nathan's life. His words, Mom's silence, and that hidden note in Mom's attic have cracked something open. I'm done being invisible. I need help, and Sarah, my lawyer friend, is my only shot. I knock, knuckles sharp against the door. She opens it, coffee mug in hand, eyes piercing. Emma, you look like hell. Spill it. I collapse onto her couch, the words spilling fast. Dad's giving Nathan the trust fund, $500,000, my share included. I've paid his rent for years, and he calls me selfish. My fists clench, nails biting palms. I pull out Grandma's note, voice shaking as I read. You're the one I trust. Sarah's eyes narrow, sharp as a blade. Your dad's playing dirty, she says, voice low. They're using you like an ATM. Her bluntness hits hard, but it's a relief, like a punch that wakes you up. She leans forward, elbows on knees. You're not crazy, Emma. They're screwing you over. I nod, throat tight, the weight of years lifting just a fraction. Sarah's apartment is sparse, all clean lines and law books stacked high. She's 40, fearless, a bulldog in court who sees through lies. You need out of their orbit, she says, tossing me a spare key. Stay here, clear your head. I grip the key, cold metal grounding me. My apartment's lease is up soon, and Mom's guilt trips, her texts begging me to fix things with Dad, choke me. Sarah's offer is a lifeline. I moved in that night, my suitcase thumping against her hardwood floor. She hands me a glass of wine, her gaze steady. You're not their doormat anymore. Start asking questions about that trust. We sit at her kitchen table, papers spread out, bank statements, old emails, Grandma's note. My hands shake as I point to Nathan's payouts. $20,000 here, $15,000 there, all from Dad. He's been bleeding the trust for Nathan, I say, voice hard. Sarah's pen slashes through my budget. Her calculations brutal. You've given Nathan $80,000. That's a house, Emma. Your future. My chest tightens, shame mixing with fury. She's right. I've let them drain me to prove I'm enough. Sarah leans back, eyes blazing. You're a senior accountant. You've got brains. Use them for you, not them. Her words spark something. Pride, defiance. I'm not just the dutiful daughter. Sarah pulls out a legal pad, scribbling. Trusts have records. We'll find the original documents. My pulse races. Grandma's note hinted at a plan. Me, not Nathan, as her choice. Why did Dad hide it? Sarah's voice cuts through my thoughts. Your dad's controlling the narrative. Time to rewrite it. I nod, fingers gripping the pad. She's not just a friend, she's my anchor, seeing the strength I've buried. I'm scared, but her confidence steadies me. Where do we start? I ask, voice firm. She smirks, handing me a flashlight. Your parents' safe. That's where the truth's locked. My heart pounds, a mix of fear and fire. I'm not running anymore. Grandma's note is my guide, and Sarah's my weapon. I'm ready to fight. I'm hunched over my desk in Portland, my laptop screen glowing with spreadsheets. It's been a month since I moved into Sarah's apartment. Her blunt words, "You're not their doormat," ringing in my ears. Grandma's note, "Emma, my hope," sits pinned above my monitor, a constant prod. Dad's betrayal, calling me selfish while handing Nathan my share of the $500,000 trust fund, fuels my fire. I've spent years bankrolling Nathan's life, $80,000 gone to his rent and debts, my dream of a house buried. No more. Portland's my battleground now, and I'm fighting for me. At work, I'm a senior accountant, my office a fortress of numbers. I nail a promotion to lead a team, my voice sharp as I delegate tasks. Clients nod, impressed. Colleagues lean in when I speak. My hands fly across the keyboard, balancing budgets with precision. Sarah's at my side, her legal pad scribbled with plans. Save for a house, she says, slashing through my expenses. Cut Nathan off. Her eyes bore into me, unyielding. I nod, jaw tight. She's teaching me to claw back my future. $1,000 a month into savings, no more handouts. My chest swells, pride edging out guilt. But Nathan calls, his voice a familiar whine. Emma, I need $5,000. Rent's due. My fingers grip the phone, knuckles white. No, I say, voice like steel. Figure it out, he sputters. You're abandoning me. I hang up, heart pounding. That's $80,000 I'll never see. Money for his truck, his gambling debts, his startups. My savings account glares back, gutted. Sarah's right. I've been Nathan's bank, not his sister. Each no feels like reclaiming a piece of me, but Mom's texts hit harder. Emma, help your brother. Family first. I delete them, fists clenching. Family, they've bled me dry. Sarah drills me on financial independence. Her lessons are brutal. Own your worth, she snaps, tossing me a book on investments. I devour it, nights blurring as I study. I open a brokerage account, and my first stock purchase is a small victory. At work, I pitch a new client strategy, my voice steady, commanding. The boss shakes my hand, eyes impressed. I'm not just surviving, I'm thriving, but family shadows linger. Dad emails, "Come to Seattle, we need to talk." I ignore it, pulse racing. Mom calls, voice soft. "Don't be so hard, Emma." Hard? I've been their crutch for years. Late at night, I pull out Grandma's note again, its words searing. You're the one I trust. It's a lifeline, pushing me to question the trust fund. I scour bank records, my eyes burning. Nathan's payouts, $20,000, $30,000, stack up while I got nothing. My jaw locks, fury rising. Dad controlled the trust, but why? Sarah's voice echoes. Find the original document. I dig through old files, finding a cryptic email from Dad. Trust handled. Handled how? My fingers hover over my laptop, searching public records. A line catches my eye. Co-beneficiary, Emma Carter. My heart skips. I'm in the trust, but something's off. Hidden terms, maybe. I slam my laptop shut. Resolve hardened. Sarah's asleep, her legal books strewn across the table. I grab a pen, jotting a plan. Check Mom's safe. Call Grandma's lawyer. My pulse hammers, a mix of fear and fire. Grandma saw me when no one else did. Dad's hiding her truth, and Nathan's complicity stinks. I'm not the dutiful daughter anymore. I'm a fighter, and this fight's just beginning. Sarah's spare key glints on my dresser, a reminder, I've got an ally. Tomorrow I'm going for answers. Hunched over Sarah's kitchen table in Portland, my laptop glowing with public records. Grandma's note, Emma, my hope, sits beside me, its words a fire in my chest. Dad's betrayal, calling me selfish while handing Nathan my share of the $500,000 trust fund, stings fresh. I've poured $80,000 into Nathan's rent and debts, my dreams of a house gutted. Sarah's voice, sharp from last night, echoes, Find the original trust. My fingers fly across the keyboard, heart pounding. I'm done being Dad's pawn. A file loads, and my breath catches. It's a trust record, buried in county archives. Co-beneficiary, Emma Carter. Manager, Emma Carter. Manager? Grandma named me to control the trust, not Dad. My pulse spikes, hands shaking. Dad lied. Funneling cash to Nathan while I got scraps. I slam my fist on the table, coffee mug rattling. Sarah looks up from her legal pad, eyes sharp. What did you find? I shove the laptop toward her. Grandma wanted me in charge. Her lips curl, a wolfish grin. Your dad's screwed. She grabs her phone, dialing a contact. I know a guy who can pull trust originals, she says, voice clipped. Give me a day. I nod, jaw tight, but doubt creeps in. Confronting Dad could torch our family. Nathan's smug face flashes. His trucks, his trips, all on my dime. My resolve hardens. Sarah's right. Dad's hiding the truth. I pull out Grandma's note again. Its ink faded but fierce. You're the one I trust. Why did Dad bury this? To prop up Nathan, his mirror image? Sarah's contact emails back by noon. The trust's original is in a Seattle law firm's archives, but a copy might be in Mom's safe. My heart races. That safe, locked tight in their basement, haunts me. Mom's voice from the attic rings. Don't stir trouble. Too late. I grab my keys, pulse hammering. I'm going to Mom's, I tell Sarah. She hands me a flashlight, eyes blazing. Be careful, call me when you're out. I nod, shoving Grandma's note into my pocket. It's my shield, my proof. At Mom's house, she's out. The place is silent. I creep to the basement, flashlight beam slicing the dark. The safe's cold steel glints, its dial mocking me. I try Grandma's birthday. Click. It opens, my hands shake, pulling out papers, bills, deeds, and then a sealed envelope. My name's on it, in Grandma's script. I tear it open, heart pounding. It's a draft of the trust, naming me manager, with a note. Emma, protect your future. Dad hid this, giving Nathan everything. My fists clench, fury surging. He stole my legacy. I snap a photo, texting it to Sarah. Her reply is instant. We've got him. Meet me tonight. I shove the envelope back, lock the safe, and slip out. My pulse a war drum. Dad's lies are unraveling. Nathan knew. His guilty glances at dinner proved it. Mom's silence enabled it. Grandma's words burn. Protect your future. I'm not invisible anymore. Sarah's waiting, and that law firm holds the final truth. I grip my steering wheel, driving into the night, ready to tear Dad's secrets apart. Stepping into my parents' Seattle dining room, my purse heavy with Grandma's trust draft, my pulse a steady drum. It's been days since I cracked open Mom's safe, finding proof Grandma named me manager of the $500,000 trust fund, a truth Dad buried to prop up Nathan. I've poured $80,000 into Nathan's rent and debts, yet Dad branded me selfish at our last dinner. Now, his email dragged me back. Family meeting Sunday. Trust fund settled. My jaw tightens. He's not settling anything. I'm here to fight. Dad sits at the table's head, his face a mask of control. Mom fidgets, eyes down, avoiding mine. Nathan slouches, a new watch gleaming, my money, no doubt. Emma, Dad starts, voice sharp. The trust goes to Nathan. His business needs it. You're set. My fists clench under the table, nails biting skin. Set, I snap, voice cutting like glass. I've paid Nathan's rent for 7 years, 80 grand. Where's my cut? Dad leans forward, cutting me off. Don't play victim, Emma. You're fine. Fine? My blood boils, the room shrinking. Nathan shifts, muttering, It's not personal, Em. His smirk says otherwise. Mom reaches for her glass, voice soft. Emma, let's not fight. Fight? They've drained me while Nathan flaunts watches and potential. I slam my hand on the table, plates rattling. I gave you everything, rent, debts, your truck. And you let Dad call me selfish? Nathan's eyes drop, guilty. Dad's voice rises, cold. You're ungrateful, always stirring trouble. Trouble? My chest burns. They're stealing my future, painting me the villain. I stand, chair scraping the floor, my purse gripped tight. You don't see what I've sacrificed, I say, staring Dad down. My house, my plans, all for Nathan. Mom reaches out, pleading, Sit, Emma, talk calmly. I shake her off, heart racing. Dad scoffs. You're too independent to need the trust. Nathan's got vision. Vision? Nathan burned every dollar I gave him. My hand twitches toward the trust draft in my purse. Grandma's words naming me manager. I could shove it in their faces now, but Sarah's warning holds me back. Get more proof. My throat tightens. Blowing this up without evidence could backfire. Nathan clears his throat, voice slick. I'll pay you back, Em. Just need time. Time? He's had years. I glare, pulse hammering. You knew Dad was hiding my share, didn't you? His silence screams guilt. Mom gasps. Emma, don't accuse him. Dad cuts in. You're out of line. My resolve surges. Sarah's voice in my head. Rewrite the narrative. I hold back the draft, knowing the law firm's archives hold the final trust. I'm done carrying you all, I say, voice like steel. I turn, heels clicking, their shocked faces fading behind me. I slide into my car, hands steady on the wheel. Mom's text pings. Emma, come back. We're family. Family? They've used me up. Grandma's draft, safe in my purse, whispers her trust in me. Nathan's complicity, Dad's lies, Mom's silence. They're unraveling. Sarah's waiting in Portland, her contact digging into the law firm's files. My heart pounds, not with fear, but with clarity. The trust truth is close, and I'm ready to seize it. I hit the gas, Portland's skyline calling. This dinner wasn't a surrender. It was my declaration of war. My car tears through the night. Portland's skyline sharp against the dark. Grandma's trust draft, clutched in my purse from the Seattle dinner, burns like a live wire. Dad's voice, "You're ungrateful, always stirring trouble," rings in my ears. His push to hand Nathan the $500,000 trust fund a fresh betrayal. I funneled $80,000 into Nathan's life, and he dares to call me selfish. Mom's text, "Come back, we're family," sits unanswered. Family doesn't steal your future. Sarah's waiting, her contact digging into the law firm's archives. My pulse hammers as I pull into her driveway. The fight I declared at dinner fueling every step. Sarah's at her kitchen table, laptop open, legal files scattered. "Show me," she says, eyes blazing. I slide the trust draft across. Grandma's handwriting stark. Emma, manager of the trust. Protect your future. Dad hid this, I say, voice like steel. He gave Nathan thousands while I got nothing. Sarah's fingers fly across her keyboard, pulling up trust records. Your grandma named you manager, she confirms, pointing to a scanned clause. Your dad forged amendments to favor Nathan. My fists clench, nails biting palms. Forged? The word hits like a punch. Sarah leans forward, voice sharp. We need the original trust. It's at the law firm. I pace, heart racing. Mom's safe had this draft. There's more. Sarah nods, tossing me a notepad. Write down everything, dates, payouts, anything suspicious. My pen slashes paper, listing Nathan's withdrawals. $20,000 for a business, $15,000 for debts. My savings, $80,000 gone to his rent, his truck, glare back. He knew, I say, jaw tight. Nathan knew Dad was screwing me. Sarah's eyes narrow. Prove it and we bury them. She dials her contact, a retired paralegal from Grandma's law firm. He's got access to old files, she says. Meet him tomorrow. The next day, I'm in a Seattle coffee shop, facing Tom, the paralegal, his face lined with years. My hands grip my coffee, pulse pounding. Your grandma was clear, he says, sliding a folder across. You were to manage the trust. Robert fought it, said you were too young. Too young. I was 18, working nights to pay for college, while Nathan blew cash on parties. Tom pulls out a letter, Grandma's seal intact. She wrote this for you, he says. My fingers tremble, tearing it open. Emma, you're my legacy. The trust is yours to guide. My chest tightens, pride and pain colliding. Dad stole this from me. Tom leans in, voice low. Your dad pressured the firm to alter records. I kept copies. He hands me a USB drive, eyes steady. Bank transfers, forged amendments. Nathan got $200,000 over 10 years. My blood boils. $200,000, while I scraped by, giving Nathan my savings. I grip the drive, knuckles white. Why didn't you speak up, I ask, voice sharp. Tom shrugs, weary. I tried. Your dad's persuasive. Persuasive? He's a thief. I thank Tom, heart pounding, and race back to Sarah. Her apartment's a war room, files, coffee cups, her laptop humming. I plug in the USB. Bank records flood the screen. Nathan's payouts stack up. $30,000, $50,000, all signed by Dad. My jaw locks, fury surging. He played me, I say, slamming the table. Sarah's eyes blaze. We've got enough for court. She pulls up a legal template, fingers flying. File a claim to restore your rights. My throat tightens. Suing Dad could end us. Mom's tears. Nathan's excuses flash in my mind. But Grandma's letter burns. You're my legacy. I nod, resolve hardening. Do it. Sarah calls her firm, setting a meeting with a trust lawyer. I dig deeper, cross-referencing bank records with Tom's files. A pattern emerges. Dad siphoned funds to Nathan's accounts, bypassing me. My hands shake, betrayal cutting deep. Nathan's guilty glances at dinner make sense. He was in on it. Mom's silence enabled it. I grab my phone, drafting a text to Mom. I know what Dad did. I delete it, heart racing. Not yet. Sarah looks up, voice firm. We need one more piece. The original trust from the firm. My pulse spikes. It's in Seattle, locked in a vault Dad thought he'd buried. I grab my keys, Grandma's letter in my purse. I'm going, I say. Sarah nods, tossing me a flashlight. Get it. We end this. I hit the road, Seattle's lights looming. The law firm's vault holds the final truth. Dad's lies, Nathan's greed, Mom's passivity, they're about to crack. My hands grip the wheel, steady, fierce. Grandma's trust is mine, and I'm taking it back. Seattle's law firm looms ahead, its glass doors catching the morning sun as I clutch Grandma's trust draft and the USB drive from Tom. My pulse pounds, the weight of Dad's lies, calling me selfish while funneling $200,000 of the $500,000 trust to Nathan, pressing down. I've poured $80,000 of my own savings into Nathan's rent and debts, and Sarah's evidence, stacked from bank records and forged amendments, has armed me. Last night's drive from Portland, fueled by her command, get the original trust, lands me here. The vault holds the final piece. My heels click on the marble floor, heart racing as I demand access. The clerk, a gray-haired woman, narrows her eyes. You need authorization. I slide Grandma's draft across, voice sharp. I'm Emma Carter, named manager. She hesitates, then leads me to a steel vault. My hands shake as she pulls a file, the original trust sealed inside. I rip it open, scanning. Emma Carter, sole manager, to allocate funds for her future. My chest tightens, pride and pain colliding. Grandma chose me, not Dad. He stole my role, my legacy, to prop up Nathan. I snap photos, texting them to Sarah. Her reply is instant. Bring it to dinner. End this. Dad summoned another family dinner, his text smug. Trust settled. Be there. I drive to their Seattle house, the trust and USB in my purse, a loaded gun. The dining room's tense, Mom's eyes darting, Nathan's new watch glinting, my money still mocking me. Dad stands, voice booming. Nathan gets the trust. It's done. I rise, chair scraping, and slam the trust on the table. No, it's not, I say, voice like steel. Grandma named me manager. I hold up the document, reading aloud. Emma Carter, sole manager to protect her future. The room freezes, forks clattering. Dad's face pales, his hand twitching. That's fake, he sputters, lunging for the paper. I yank it back, eyes locked on his. You forged amendments, I snap, tossing the USB drive down. Bank records, Tom's files, $200,000 to Nathan, nothing for me. Nathan's jaw drops, his smirk gone. I didn't know, he mumbles, eyes on the floor. Liar, I say, voice cutting. You took my money, knew Dad was screwing me. Mom gasps, hand over mouth. Emma, stop. I don't. I paid your rent for 7 years, Nathan. 80 grand. And you let Dad call me selfish? Dad interrupts, voice rising. You're twisting this. I protected the family. Protected? My fists clench, nails biting skin. You stole my future, I say, holding up Grandma's letter from the safe. She trusted me, not you. I read her words. Emma, you're my legacy. Mom's eyes widen, tears spilling. Nathan shifts, voice weak. Dad said it was for the best. I glare, fury surging. Best for you. Dad slams his fist, the table shaking. You're ungrateful, Emma, always causing trouble. Trouble? I'm exposing his lies. Sarah's voice echoes. Rewrite the narrative. I pull out my phone, showing bank transfers. $30,000, $50,000, all to Nathan, signed by Dad. You hid the truth, I say, voice steady. I'm suing to take control. The room goes silent, the air thick. Mom whispers, Emma, why like this? I turn to her, heart pounding. Because you never stood up for me. Nathan's face crumples, guilt breaking through. I didn't mean to hurt you, he says, voice cracking. I don't flinch. You did. Both of you. Dad's eyes narrow, but he's cornered. No words left. I grab my purse, the trust, and the USB secure. I'm done carrying your lies, I say, heels clicking as I head for the door. Mom calls out, Emma, wait. I don't. Dad's silence follows me, heavy, broken. Nathan's head hangs low. Outside, I slide into my car, hands trembling but steady. Sarah's waiting in Portland, ready to file the claim. Grandma's trust is mine, her faith in me, undeniable. My pulse races, not with fear, but with power. The dinner table's wreckage lies behind me. The law firm's truth sets me free. I hit the gas, Portland calling. This isn't the end. It's my beginning. My car hums through Portland streets, the echo of last night's Seattle dinner. Grandma's trust slammed on the table. Dad's face paling, Nathan's guilt exposed, still ringing. I laid bare the truth. Grandma named me manager of the $500,000 trust, not Dad, who funneled $200,000 to Nathan while I poured $80,000 of my savings into his life. Sarah's waiting at her apartment, legal papers ready, her voice sharp over the phone. File the claim now. My hands grip the wheel, steady, as I pull into her driveway, ready to end this. Sarah's kitchen table is a battlefield. Trust documents, bank records, and Tom's USB drive. She slides a lawsuit draft across, eyes fierce. "This restores your control," she says. I sign, pen slashing, heart pounding. The court date comes fast. In Seattle's courthouse, I face Dad, his jaw tight, Nathan slouched beside him. Mom absent. Her text last night, "I'm sorry, Emma," unanswered. The judge's gavel cracks as I present Grandma's trust, the forged amendments, and Nathan's payouts. "Robert Carter manipulated the trust," I say, voice like steel. Dad sputters. "I was protecting the family," the judge's eyes narrow. "Not legally." The ruling hits like a thunderclap. I'm reinstated as trust manager, my $250,000 share secured. Dad's face crumples, shame breaking through. Nathan mutters, "I'll pay you back, Em." His first check, $5,000, already mailed. Mom calls later, voice soft. "I should have protected you." My chest tightens, but I nod into the phone. "I know." I buy a small Portland house, keys cold in my palm, a victory carved from truth. Dad's calls go unanswered. Nathan's payments trickle in. The trust is mine, Grandma's faith unbroken. I lock my new door, pulse steady, standing in a home that's finally my own. Sarah's next call, about my future, waits. I'm ready to build it. The lock clicks shut on my new Portland house, the keys still warm in my hand from the courthouse victory. Grandma's trust, $250,000, mine as its rightful manager, bought this place. A brick-and-mortar defiance of Dad's lies and Nathan's greed. I've clawed back my future after pouring $80,000 into Nathan's life, only to be called selfish. Sarah's call from last night, "Plan your next move," pushes me forward. I step into my empty living room, heart pounding, ready to honor Grandma's faith. I sit at a folding table, my laptop open, and draft a business plan. My pen slashes paper, outlining a freelance accounting firm for women entrepreneurs. Grandma's letter, "You're my legacy," sits framed on the wall, driving every word. I email contacts, voice firm. "Carter Accounting, launching next month." Clients respond, excited. My fingers fly, setting up a website. My name bold across the header. Sarah stops by, her grin sharp. "You're a force," she says, tossing me a client lead. I nod, chest swelling, pride replacing years of doubt. I carve out $50,000 from the trust, wiring it to a community college for a scholarship in Grandma's name. My hands shake as I sign the papers, picturing young women like me, overlooked, determined, getting a chance. I mentor one, Lily, a shy accounting student. "You've got this," I tell her, my voice steady, echoing Grandma's belief in me. My firm's first client signs on, a bakery owner, her smile wide as I balance her books. Each deal feels like a brick laid in my new life, not Nathan's. Dad's apology call, stiff, reluctant, sits unanswered. Nathan's checks, $5,000 at a time, hit my account, his guilt finally tangible. Mom texts, asking to visit. I agree, but my rules stand. No more silence. Sarah's laugh fills my house over coffee. Her presence a chosen family. My fingers grip a hammer, nailing Grandma's frame higher. This is my future, built, not borrowed. Lily's next lesson waits, and my firm's inbox pings with new clients. I'm not just surviving, I'm shaping what's next. My truth broke the silence, and I'm free. Have you faced family betrayal? Stood up to lies? Drop your story below. Rate mine 1 to 10. Your voice matters. Hit like, subscribe, share how you reclaimed your worth. Thanks for listening, for seeing me. Grandma's letter taught me, truth builds futures. I'm here, building mine, and I'll be back with more stories to spark yours. See you soon.